Hi everybody, welcome to Pomeroy Art Academy. I'm your instructor, John Pomeroy, and I want to give you a sneak peek at a course I just completed on advanced character design. I've got Charlie B. Barkin from the animated feature All Dogs Go to Heaven. I will capture his light. I'll just clean up what I already kind of roughed out here. Muzzle. He was a fun character to work on. Some teeth. Tongue. Lower jaw. There's that distinctive dot on the side of the shepherd's cheek. Tattered ear. There is his collar with his heavenly watch attached to it. So there's Charlie, our basic Charlie B. Barkin. So let's see what an anime version of Charlie would be like. Boom. So I roughed something in based on what I've seen on some anime films. Very interesting, subtle things that they do in their drawing of their characters. They love texture in the character designs. They love to feel the fur. And yet, they're not overly complicated with a lot of elements. Some of the characters get complicated, but they're fun. There's his eyes. Top of his head, indication of fur. There's his little beauty mark. They do love line work. I admit that they're very good with the line work. This is one hanging ear. So there, we put the tongue in there. There's my anime version of Charlie B. Barkin. Let's compare. Charlie, anime Charlie. So let's go on to another style. Let's say if we wanted to do a Disney style Charlie B. Barkin. You know, something that would be akin to, or even used in, something like Oliver and Company. Get the eyes in there. Or the muzzle, lower part of the mouth and the jaw, inside mouth, eyebrows, top of the hair, a little bit of hair. This is German Shepherd beauty mark. Cheek hair. A little bit on this side too. Cocked ear. We want to take a bite out of that because he's a dog of the streets. Yeah, already he's looking quite a bit different. Lots of rounds. Lots of curves. So if you can imagine Charlie B. Barkin as a Disney character, that's how I pictured him to be. So we've got Charlie B. Barkin the Bluth style, Charlie B. Barkin anime style, Charlie B. Barkin Disney style. Let's go the Warner Brothers style. Can't leave out the Warner Brothers style. Absolutely not. Swept nose, kind of a bulbous nose. Little more cartoony approach. Give him a few little whiskers here and there. Brows. A couple of strands of hair. Oh, real simple on these dog ears. Back of the neck. And there's a dog that can fit into the universe of Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. So there's our Warner Brothers version of Charlie B. Barkin. Here is the Bluth version. There is the anime version, Disney version, Warner Brothers version. And then we've got to have the Simpsons version of Charlie B. Barkin. Oh, yes. Slightly wall-eyed. Larger fun muzzle. Thinner neck. Collar. Shepherd beauty mark. To say that, oh yes, he is a shepherd in the Simpsons universe, in the Springfield universe of things. Cocked ear. Few strands of hair hanging forward, and there we go. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot his teeth. There we go. Charlie B. Barkin. So now we've got, let's do our roll call once again. We've got the Bluth style Charlie B. Barkin, anime style Charlie B. Barkin, Disney style Charlie B. Barkin, Warner Brothers Charlie, and the Simpsons Charlie. Now I have another thought in mind for a style, and that is old school Max Fleischer approach to Charlie B. Barkin. Let's see what I can do with that. So we go back to the era of pie-cut eyes. Pie-cut eyes are interesting because it's a spillover from the old comic book era where they wanted to show a highlight in the eye. And what they did was they created a black pupil and took a pie slice out of it. So there's our pie slice eye. Max Fleischer was usually ball and hose, early Max Fleischer. We're talking of the era of the old Popeye cartoons or Coco the Clown. A bulbous nose, duh. Great big jowls, which was the fashion, the graphic fashion of the day. Stubby little whiskers, rounded teeth, smiling. We got a cheek up there and a cheek here. Bottom jaw hanging open, tongue hanging out, inside of the mouth. Top hair, side cheeks, fur, ears. Oh, and don't forget his little beauty mark, his German Shepherd beauty mark. Ears. And then long neck. He might have even had a collar and a bow tie. I don't know. So there would be the Max Fleischer approach to Charlie B. Barkin. A little highlight there on the nose. There you go. This would be colored in also. Charlie B. Barkin, Max Fleischer style. So we have Max Fleischer style. Going backwards, we have the Simpson style. We've got the Warner Brothers style. We've got the Disney style. We've got the anime style. And we've got finally, the blue style. And you know what? I got to tell you something. On my break here, I wrote this down. This was a alternate Charlie B. Barkin that I saw. Straight pointed ears, cone-like head, here's his eyes, bushy eyebrows. And I'm just riffing off that design. Muzzle, huge box-like muzzle. Pointed down. There's his little smiling cheeks. Gigantic nose. Pointed cheeks with fur. There's his little distinctive beauty mark. And then thick neck and shoulders. That was what I saw. I was inspired. Also, there's a bottom lip, too. That was my riffing off of Charlie B. Barkin. So we've got yet another design. Once you get that head going and you finalize on a design, look at what it's going to do as far as following up on styles of body. I mean, here is the one style. I think this would have been for what we used in the Bluth style of Charlie. More of a literal dog. I mean, it's interpreted, for animation purposes. But that was the that would go for the Bluth style, which I did the model sheet for. This one would be more the anime style. So we would see more textures, more linear line work, kind of softening and giving it just a little bit of reality to it. hair on the back of the legs, the designating bone structure. Very sensitive approach to design and drawing that they would do. So that would be the animated anime torso. Here is your I think Warner Brothers big barrel chest. All of this would get exaggerated. Then you had the Fleischer Charlie. Remember that? Would be the hot dog torso with tubular shapes for legs. And pads for feet. So anyway, once you get the head done, it will inform all the rest of the body.